So you'll just give them like a, oh, hello, I didn't see you there, if that feels comfortable for you.
You don't think that feels like...
No. Just, hello there. I didn't see you there.
Should I give them a, hello there? Is that a good...
That's good. Okay, let's go with that. All right, we're starting. This is the video.
Okay. Hello there.
How'd that feel?
Natural.
Okay, go ahead. We're ready. All America's waiting. And probably the world.
Hello there. No, wait.
We've covered that for sure.
Hi. I didn't see you there.
Good.
Welcome to my office. Justin and I thought it might be interesting for people to see my office. I have a small office in our house where I do my work, but also where I keep all my weird medical stuff. And since so many of our listeners have sent me said weird medical stuff, and then some of it I've collected myself, I thought perhaps people may be interested in seeing my weird little room in the house.
So, Sydney, who's this behind you?
This is my pawpaw, Charles Meadows, who I don't even know how to begin about my pawpaw. This was his chair also, actually, that was my favorite thing that I took from his house. We lived there briefly after we got married, after my grandparents had passed away many years before. But everything about me that is curious or creative comes from this guy.
Can we see some of your plaques behind you for being a great doctor?
Yes, these are, I don't want to belabor that. I have gotten some, well, that's just like a medical, that's my degree.
Well, we're going to go around the room, and that's the grand finale is showing your degree. Because I have this great shot planned where you're like standing in front of them and be like, any questions? You know what I mean? Like that.
Oh, okay. Well, I just meant like that one's not like an award. It just like means...
You're pointing to it and they're not seeing it.
Okay. Well, those are some awards.
Okay.
Are you doing those things up there?
Oh, sure. Yeah, let me get a shot of those.
Great cross stitches we've gotten that I love. I don't ever know if you're supposed to display them in the rings or if you're supposed to like frame them, but I love them in the rings. I think they're really cool that way. So this is my mini fridge. Oh man, this is embarrassing.
Go ahead. Just old hummus.
Old hummus and some Pepsi Max.
Well, you got Pepsi Max in this joint? All right.
I got some Pepsi Max and some old hummus. This is actually supposed to be a decanter. This is beer, but because I don't really drink straight liquor. And this is my mash,
Well, that's a decanter too, isn't it?
Decanter too. Yeah, you just put that up there, and then you can it's like a little IV thing.
I got that for you for Christmas like 10 years ago.
I have my knitting. I don't have the scarf I'm working on for Charlie isn't here. This is a scarf I started 2 decades ago and never finished. So
and we'll see how often would you say you crank this Rainbow Bright vinyl, Sid?
Well, Justin, these are probably the 2 most common records that play up here because we have children. So Rainbow Bright and Frozen 2. But I have like actual good records in here. Well, Frozen 2 is great.
It's pretty good.
Anyway, I have other records that aren't for kids. Let's see. There's my turntable. Oh, left on.
I'm going to zoom in on your collection in case anybody wants to do a still. They can freeze frame here and look at all your very random records.
You know what the best thing is? Well, I don't know where it is. Oh, this. Man, I all the time.
So your Josie and the Pussycats.
My Josie and the Pussycats album.
Show them the disc. The disc is cool, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
I know. I play this. I mean, this is not a joke. I love this. I love this album. This is actually a bunch of stuff I said that one of my doctor friends, who was my resident and now is my colleague, my fellow attending, made for me. And it was very kind. And so I have to hang that up. A lot of the stuff in this room, listeners made for me, and if you send me like a card, like a business card or a card, I put them in my bookshelf. So they're all here, but I don't know who made what. I keep everything, but not with the items. So like, this is a beautiful, I wish I looked like that in real life. This is a beautiful piece of artwork someone made. This is when we talked about Maurice Heilman on the show, who made like most of the vaccines you get as a kid. We talked about him vaccinating his own child with the vaccine he made with mumps from his other child. And this is overlaid on like images, like electron microscopic images of measles, mumps, and rubella. How cool is that? Rio cabinet where I have like a lot of old, my sibling Taylor got me a lot of these old medical bottles, and then some listeners have sent them too. I also included a Pliny the Elder beer bottle in there. That's not, I mean, not medicine, but per se. And some old books in there and pamphlets and things. There's a very old stethoscope. My trephine, my trepanation thing is in there. These are some little stuffed kidneys people have made. This is me.
Stuffed Sydney. Stuffed kidney and Sydney.
Sydney and kidney. Some Fauci soap. Well, that one has a bad word on it. So we'll share Fauci instead. Like that. I love Fauci. Again, more cross stitches from listeners. You know who made these?
Who?
I believe these were Riley.
Oh, wow.
Many years ago. This is an old mortar and pestle.
Yeah, that's cool.
Grinding medicine.
There's something from Malawi. What's that?
Oh, yeah. It's a little, I think it's supposed to be a little keychain I got from Malawi when I was there.
Cool.
Thanks, hon.
It's cool.
Glad you appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
I have more stuff that I keep down here that aren't records.
Oh, I got that JB box set.
There's my JB box set. I've got like these little brain models that I can build and display around the room. The girls have fun building those with me. And some other things. Here's my desk where I actually do work. Justin got me this big screen where I can plug.
She never plugs it in. She never plugs it in. She sits there with the laptop in front of the large screen. I brought her my old monitor up here.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes plug them. I've got this is one of my favorite things. One of our listeners sent us this. This is art. This is not actual bacteria. These aren't bacterial colonies, but they made it to look like a petri dish. Bacterial colonies. I love that. I've got Hopper here.
Hi, Hopper.
Hanging out with this other kidney in my Sid mug. Look, Charlie did this.
What was it?
Sailor Moon.
That's so good.
Taylor did an art lesson with Charlie. They drew Sailor Moon. That, and I have my picture of Alan Alda that you had got me. Did you really sign that, or was that?
No, it was a ridge.
Also, somebody made me a dice bag.
Yeah.
What else we got?
Can you push your chair in a little bit? Yeah. There we go, perfect.
It's my white coat that, I wear around the house periodically.
Just to show who's boss.
Just so everybody knows who the doctor is. I've got... This is cool. This was made by shooting electricity through the wood. One of our listeners sent us. This was a very cool thing. And some more cross stitches. My Princess Bride clock, gotta have. Cooper made me this. For Mother's Day this year, drive-through Mother's Day craft from the park. Like a no-contact Mother's Day craft. And this was Riley again. This is little baby Riley. When she was just little, made me that. When I just graduated medical school. This is one of my favorite pieces of art that we've ever gotten from a listener. This was supposed to represent hysteria. I love this.
That's cool.
Yes, we've had this up in our house ever since then. And Justin, you had this commissioned.
Yeah, I commissioned this. I forget the artist, but I commissioned this of your D&D character, Mossy.
Yes, Mossy is always in search of good beer. And now the bookshelves.
Okay. Hold on one second. Let me reposition.
Okay. Are you tangled?
You can begin to talk about the bookshelves.
My bookshelves, I love my bookshelves for a couple of reasons. Because I love books. But these also were my pawpaws that we showed a painting of when we first started. That was a painting that was commissioned on his retirement, by the way. That's why I have a fancy painting of him. These are actually supposed to be stacked too high, like they were in his house. And we have the other bookshelves throughout the house. But I just took the bottom halves and put them in here. So the bookshelves themselves are very special to me. And then when we moved here, I separated out all the books that are medical and that I love. So, or at least all that I could fit. I love a lot of books. So all of the books that I use to put together our episodes, and I don't only use books, but if I use a book, it comes from somewhere in here. And you can see I have a broad range of I have recent stuff like Manson's Tropical Diseases that This is a great, like the Bible of Tropical Diseases. Dr. John Walden, who was one of my professors and just an expert in jungle medicine, tropical medicine, gave me that. One of our listeners sent us these collected papers of Joseph Lister. I've got Garrison's The History of Medicine. And then I just have so many. Some of them are actually old books. Like, here's an old Diseases of the Ear, Nose, and Throat. There's one just about sweat in here, an entire book written about human sweat.
And like so speaking of books that you love and that you are medical in nature, tell me about all the True Blood books that you have.
I also said they're books I love. So
okay. So was it
True
just
Blood? I have here's a book about Fringe. Here's some I have some poems that I like. I have some various poets.
Red Dwarf books.
Here's all my Red Dwarf. I love Red Dwarf. Are you kidding me? It's one of my favorite things.
I just thought you meant medical and you loved, not
like I've got Auden here. I've got all the things that I love also that aren't. Here's Scarlet, the sequel to Gone with the Wind, which was underrated. In addition to all of my medical history.
Gotta move on from books.
I'll move on from books. But anyway, I have a lot of books. I love my books. I have too many. They're already overflowing. I have my journals.
Moving on with the tour without
I have my journals in here from my travels.
Oh my gosh.
These are like my travel journals.
Oh boy.
That I wrote from the trips I took. These all three here are. I won't get into that. I have the Essential Calvin and Hobbes here too.
Of course.
Right. Up here, I have some pictures of us and our family. This is an award we got from the Independent Investigations group because of our critical thinking skills as Sawbones. I have several different stamps that I have gotten. That's Paul Dudley White. There's ones of this is the one we did about anaphylaxis. The people on the boat that discovered anaphylaxis. I've gotten several of those stamps. This is this big glass head that I think came from like Pier 1.
Came from a white elephant.
But I got it in a white elephant Christmas party. I really wanted it, and a medical student almost took it from me, and then they thought better of it. I would not have graded them poorly, but I got this alumni award that looks like a bong, but it's a beautiful Blanco Glass alumni award that I got.
What's this here?
Well, Justin, it's just a globe, obviously. Nothing hidden here. There's actually nothing in it.
Nothing hidden here, but there is.
But like in theory, I could put liquor in here. In theory.
I think your mom got that for you for Christmas.
Yeah, I do love it though. I wanted this office to have that feel of like, what is the restaurant called that I like at Disney World? Captain Geach and the Shrimp Shack Shooters.
No, it's
Jungle
Skipper Canteen.
Limited, Canteen, Skipper, Navigation,
Skipper Canteen.
Time.
Okay. Don't get the names wrong on purpose. You know that irritates me. Skipper Canteen is fine.
I wanted it to feel like an old-fashioned, like British explorers kind of.
So here's your piano. Maybe play us a little something.
No,
so
I'm not gonna play it. We don't have time. There's so little time. So
you only know like 20-minute long Chopin pieces.
Right, exactly. They're just too impressive right now for this. But I have my keyboard that I'm working on it with my crocheted dissected frog. Of course,
so
for inspiration. Of course.
Okay, and so
then
here's
finally,
where I need to stand in front of him, just be like, thank.
My degrees? Are you sure I need to stand in front of my degrees?
Can you kind of point your thumb out, like, check it out, like, check these out? Like, that's good.
It looks like I'm hitchhiking out of my office.
You're hitchhiking to a great future. Anyway, say thank you and tell people where they can donate to the MaxFunDrive.
Thank you so much. You should, if you would like to become a member, please donate to the MaxFunDrive at maximumfund.org/join. We would love to have you as a member if you can. And remember, vaccines save lives. And I love Dale Cooper.
There it is.